not having one win so far on their account. Czech Republic sitting 1-1. So we will show you the lineup. Some mixing around on the German side. And there's the obligatory shake hands. So it's Emira Appes playing the lead position. She was playing third before. Also, she's like alternate. Then Josefine Obermann is back on the team on second position. Pia-Lisa Schell, usually wise skip, playing third rocks on the lead position usually, but this game third. Daniela Rensch stays as skip. So somehow mixing around, some pressure game for Germany. Then we have Klara Svatonovar as lead position. Teresa Pliskova on position second, and Alzbeta Bajdasova, Betty called on third position. And then the skip, throwing last rocks, Anna Kubeshkova. So they were having a good win this morning against Latvia, quite solid game. The opener they lost to China. So quite some spectators in the stands here in the Kossuth Arena in Pilsen. So that's the standing so far. China ahead along with Denmark. 2 wins so far. Czech Republic, Latvia sitting with 1-1. And then Finland only have 1 game. And also, that's the other games on. Sheet A, our featured game, Italy then plays on Sheet B against Finland, and China versus Latvia. So Rona, we talked about it. Really high pressure on Germany. Expectations are high. They really want to qualify. The advice of you.
Yeah, no, they really need to win this game, Germany. You know, they're on 2 losses, and if they don't get this win under their belt, their Olympic chances are pretty slim. So this is a really key game for Germany. Czech Republic have got off to a good start. Their first game, you know, they were well up against China, and they actually threw it away. So they played a much more solid game today. So I think this will be a tough game for Germany, but yeah, hopefully they'll come out firing, and the change of the lineup will just help them settle.
So meanwhile we see Emira Appes coming also from Pilsen Curling Club. The rookie of the team, joined the team just this season, usually plays junior curling so far, started on university, and she's actually quite very solid player, really fresh, and yeah, just take it easy, and that's, I think, quite good. Both teams actually were really struggling at the Europeans 2 weeks before, having a hard time there, but managed finally to qualify for the World Championship and stay in A. Was all close on both sides. But the Czech definitely had the better start here at this event.
And there's so much at stake here, you know, every single stone matters. And it's going to be a quick week. There's only 7 ladies teams, you know, they've only got 6 games to play. So after that 6 games, you know, that's it. Their Olympic dream could be over. So it was so important to get off to a good start at the competition.
On the other hand, still everything is possible for both of those. It's just about, you need to catch up the winning line and make sure that you're in a position. It's about getting on top 3 position after this round robin. Then you can proceed. The first ranked team plays the second best, and the winner is directly qualified. And then the loser of this game has to play the third place team. So it's all possible still. It's just the 3rd session in the women's event.
Yep, everything's still to play for.
Also deine waren so 0 bis 10.
Okay. Just having a clean first end. Germany will probably be quite happy just to play a clean, simple first end, just with the team line-up change, you know, and just to get everybody settled.
It's just about had a quick check to Jock, the German coach Jock Tyre. It's just said he need to do something. Just it's know. They all know to throw the rocks. They all there. They have the skills, but they mentally they're really shaky. They have to do something, react on, and somehow find their pass and believe in themselves again. And that's, you probably can tell from yourself, that's the most important thing on this level. Somehow they're all good players, but somehow you have to get rid of this. We were talking about the pressure of what's on the table, but it's not all about that. It's just about when you're on the ice, you just have to forget this, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. The mental side is so important in this game, and you know, a lot of countries now, they use psychologists very often in training and competition, because it's a long game, over 2.5 hours, 2 games a day. You know, it's over 5 hours of competition, so mentally you need to be fit.
20.
You know, physically fit, mentally fit, and have the skill level to play any shot in the book. So, you know, the teams that can do all that are definitely the ones that are going to come out on top.
And talking about the mental skills, it's not about only like listen to psychologists and all this stuff. You really have to work it. You really have to train those skills.
Yeah, it's not something you turn on overnight. It's
not like this.
It's got to be practiced as much as your delivery has. You know, that practice of the mental state is really important.
And that's about when you find the way when the pressure's on you. You don't think about that. You just can rely on your skills and know, like you're doing it in practice. That's about it. That's the key to really play the high pressure shots. So right now it's quite a defensive start. Open play, exchange of stones. Germany's having the hammer as they were drawing a little bit better. They were having a 106.1 last stone draw measure, whereas Czech Republic having 154.2.
Just going to hang in.
Aspoň mi to přišlo malý. Tvé mi taky přišlo 9,5.
Pilsen.
80.
Playing now stones number 5 and 6. He really is a very confident player and somehow, can bring some how do you say, quiet in the team. That's probably a benefit. But also, as Amira Apes has been skipping her own team on the junior side, she's well experienced in calling the shots. So, and don't get me wrong, but I think from the sweeping side, Pia-Lisa's also a little bit better, I would say, more impact. And even the sweeping, not about all these room issues we were facing last season. It's a huge, a major impact on the game, I would say, the last years.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And that's where the physical fitness side comes in. Talked about the mental side, but you know, the physical side's really important. It can make such an impact on the final outcome of a stone. But at least now with the new ruling, all brushes have to be of a set standard, and you know that everybody you're going to be competing against is using the same pad as yourself.
Gut? Auf geht's. Genau.
So I was just saying, get off your gloves. But of course, it's part of her routine. Daniela Jentsch curled some years, 30 years.
Started when she was 5, my goodness.
Yeah. Her dad, Roland Jentsch, put her on the ice right away. I still remember those days. It's a long time ago. And I'm much older, I can still remember. Anna Kupeshkova needs a hit and stick. But this is far way out. Oh, that's a big miss. What's happened there? She cannot believe herself. Just overthrowing this one maybe a little bit.
I think with the left-hander, and she's just angled it back at release and stayed very, very straight.
That's a point. I mean, it's like you see those hacks in the background. So as a left-hander, you start from the other side. So it gives a little bit a different angle.
Yep.
And though this would actually more her out turn. So that's, as you said, maybe pushing it a little bit from the inside to the outside. So quite a gift for Team Germany right now. Just you need to make sure take advantage of this one. Make sure you somehow get this one into the house and score two. They really have to work this one.
Well, they're looking for about 14. There's 14.1, so yeah, that's very good. Good start for Germany. Handed to them, really a bit of a gift.
Gut. Hervorragend. Machen wir noch zwei. Diese zwei. Ja, die ist gut. Genau, einfach so weiter.
Konzentriert, wir müssen sie kompliziert
So, 2-0 lead after this big miss by Anna Kubeshkova.
Okay.
Ja, also ist okay, wenn die Emmy ins Haus.
Okay, wenn die auf geht's.
You're watching coverage of Germany versus the host Czech Republic from the World Curling Federation's Olympic qualifying qualification event 2017 in Pilsen. It's a 2-0 lead by Germany. The second end. So defensive opening, no need for Germany to play one in front of the house. It's up to Czech Republic to create some momentum here.
So just looking for a corner guard. They're all sweeping it hard just now. Yeah, it's fine there.
Mirapis. Play another one close to the house or even front house. It's all good. Yeah, they want to have it short to the house. Just make sure that it somehow touches the center line. Make it curl now, so that's why Pia-Lisa also switched. Sweep it from the other side, give it a little bit more curl, and the result is quite okay. Good weight control, the line also
Hat es nicht viel mehr curlt, oder?
Nee, überhaupt nicht. Ich hab's auch erwartet.
Deswegen, ich bin jetzt eher... Erst wollte ich ihn noch gerade
nicht
halten,
mehr
ich dachte, der
gekrallt.
kackt bestimmt ab, aber...
So second stone, Klara Svatonova, 24 years old.
She really wants to just come up and freeze on top of this stone. Doesn't want to bounce off it.
But looks that it does. So, good chance for Germany. Play the role here.
Also auch wieder so 10. Genau.
It'd be really nice if Germany could catch the inside of this yellow and roll over.
Stays a little bit outside, needs a little bit of swing to the inside, so at least a roll to the side. I would say it's also a good option, even touch the red one a little bit. Yeah, I said, Daniela Jensch said maybe a little bit too much ice on this.
So Czech having to clear at the front. They don't want to lose anything else at this end, so they need to keep the centre open.
Oh, that was probably not the side they want to hit this one.
No, but it did the job of clearing the front.
She knows.
Mittlere bis kurze. Genau. 4-0 bis 10. 0 bis 10.
Josephine Obermann try to play another guard, cover the shot rock. This is a little bit outside still. Now it's getting better. You want to catch a little bit on the center. It's all good.
Yeah,
maybe
good
even overcurled a little bit. You can see there's a piece showing off.
Yeah, maybe took it a fraction far, because that's the side you don't want to show that they could roll and go behind their corner. But you can't see much of it.
Anna Kubeshkova is just calling for a hack weight. Just make sure you have enough energy to remove the red one. And make sure your shooter stays. Weight looks good. Really nice throwing, but that was, I would say, a wrong line call. I expected a little bit more curl, and it just stayed outside. Huge mistake. Some advantage again for Germany to use this own center guard coming around.
Yeah, so Germany want to keep this one top tee. They don't want to go too deep with it. So the line looks really good. Shigonobari.
A little bit heavy, eh?
Yes, it is. So gives Czech the opportunity to draw.
So we're giving you an update on China versus Latvia. Iveta Stasune needs to play a draw here. Hitting.
Yep.
She really, it looked to me that she somehow started it. It really picks up curling, and then there's a guard coming, they got it. But here he jams. There was an opportunity for two, but this definitely overcurls due to the way she released this one.
Yeah, got a big swing on that.
Yeah.
But back here, Czech have just played a lovely freeze on top of that German stone. And that was why it was key that Germany stayed top tee, not to give a freeze.
And this one stays also outside, a little bit heavy too. No, they even take it past to not build up another backing here for Czech Republic. Yeah. Yeah, so he's the man in charge on the German side, linking up with the team in summertime. So just give them the right advice for preparing to this Olympic qualification event. And he was moving around the lineup.
Yep,
We'll
just
see.
to try something different.
Yeah.
He himself's an exotic bird trainer, so I would need to ask him what that involves. So Czech Republic could come down here if they could bring another one right in on top and get the line perfect here. That's a great shot.
Yeah, really put some pressure on Germany now. Betty Bajdaisova.
Karol Kapewska,
He's really protecting and hiding.
It does look as though he's in hiding. I think he's just very cold.
Yeah.
But he'll be happy with that.
So, dann können wir auch noch mal, genau. Ja.
Weil halt jetzt daher. Wobei, weißt du, wenn sie draufhaut, rollt sie jetzt eigentlich immer daher.
Germany need to be careful here. They're only lying one against, and you know they got a 2 at the first end. So if they lose a 1 here, it's not a disaster. If they force 1,
Weil
but
ich kann natürlich jetzt über den
they don't want to
schießen,
try
das
anything
bringt
too
halt
clever
nicht viel. Deswegen,
and then lose a big end.
wenn sie jetzt den macht,
Genau.
dann rollt sie auf, dann habe ich auf jeden Fall irgendwas.
Ich denke, das Eis hat passt. Ich habe ihn einfach am Schluss leider aufgemacht,
Okay,
sonst
ja.
wäre es gut gewesen. Also,
Ich denke auch beim Drawshot, wobei
Genau.
wir können vielleicht
So
einen
it's
Ticken weniger. Wobei, aber im Winkel liegen ist okay. Deswegen, das ist schon gut, ja.
ja, ist gut.
Just summing up a little bit what they were talking about. So Pia-Lisa give the advice. So I was just like giving up a little bit, playing it to the outside, and then that's why it was not coming. So I think the ice was good. They tried to place another one in front of these 2 yellows, but coming again from the intern side, so coming clockwise rotation. Just as you said, make sure you're somehow near to the scoring zone, making this zone narrow for Czech Republic to have a big end here.
0-0.
So the weight looks better. Has been at 84 before, 3.84 for backline to hawkline, and this is a 0, so 4.0, even a little bit short maybe. They really need to work it. And
No, that's too short.
yeah.
So gives Czech Republic now the opportunity just to tap, lie 3. She won't be able to see the whole of the Yellowstone, she'll only be able to see a piece of it. So she's looking at whether it's best to tap back and roll her shooter behind the guard. Because with this shot, it's more what she leaves. She doesn't want to leave an in-off double for Germany.
Primárně jo, kdyby ne, tak to zkusí hodně to, ať nezůstaneme v
A myslím, že dotočíme, on je vidět dost. Takže tak backline, 10 kruh.
So a lot of talking in this end, but a very crucial one. It's a good opportunity for Czech Republic to not even score 2, maybe more. Anna Kopešková with her first stone in this second end.
And Germany were really in control of this end, and it was only because they put their draw back tee and gave Czech something to freeze that really turned the end around.
But so far it not has been her game. Huge miss in the first end. Now she needs some, and they really have to work this hard now to go get it by here at the guard.
I don't think it's got the weight either to move it.
No, it's on the guard. No.
Well, that wasn't what was planned. Just a bit down weight and got the draw quicker. So Germany, if they guard this up and just say, okay, you have your one.
Yeah. Funny now, that's about game routine right now. Pia-Lisa always is being back as she's used to that. Playing a vice kip usually. But I would say she's a much better sweeper than probably Amira. So that's why she stays like in the game, sweeping the rocks. Anyway, they just need to make sure that they're not over-talking those situations in a way. Also losing the game rhythm. So. Guard shall be the task.
Yeah, happy to lose a one here.
Definitely not long. You have to make sure that they get over this one, and they really have to work this one.
Wow.
Ooh, I think there still is somehow a lot of sweeping. They just missed some centimeters in the direction, but as we can see here, it's not really a gap. I think it's still there, but maybe there's no chance for getting the 3 here. It's tough, difficult. So what they're trying right now is going over the red one here on the side, on the 12 foot, and playing the double to the inside.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any danger playing this shot. It's certainly worth a try.
Spíš je tam trošku díra, ale není asi dost velká.
Not playing this heavy now. Enough energy.
Jumped on it too quickly, maybe.
Well, no, it's there. It's there. Really nice shot played by Anna Kubeshkova, giving her the 3. So that was the right answer after the first end.
Czech fans cheering loudly. They like it.
So it looked like they were a little bit too much on it right away, but the right spot to hit. Really nice outcome here. Great shot, giving Czech Republic the lead now in this game. 3-2. And time for celebrations.
Never before in the history of the World Men's Curling Championship has the stage been so spectacular and the backdrop so electric. A never-before opportunity to watch the best of the best on ice and soak up everything else you love about Las Vegas, including the first ever 9-day pool party. Reserve your place in history now at LasVegasCurling.rocks. Las Vegas 2018. Your curling oasis awaits.
Jde hodně. 8. Já co může, ale pořád nic. Pořád mi to přijde zás.
Third end is on. After well-played double takeout by Anna Kubeshkova. They start in this end. 3-2. The lead for Czech Republic. The fans are happy. Germany has to recover. Just about the end before we were talking about the situation, just they were overthrowing one draw, and that makes the whole end to a different result.
Yep, so Germany now will go for the same tactics that Czech did at the last end, put up the corner guards, try and generate a 2.
0-3.
Sie hält so dann lange.
Wir hatten lang gehalten.
Sie kommt immer endlich raus.
Aber sie macht das,
Und macht sie mit Halt oder
da müssen wir einfach schauen.
Genau.
Klára Svatonova.
Až budeme ty moc, tak pojď jo.
Já moc nemůžu.
Tak zatím nic. Už se docela dobře vrací.
Trying to place her second stone close to the ring.
Pojď, Betty, ještě kousek. Ještě kousek, Čáře, ještě.
Quite good result.
Ich glaube auch ein bisschen.
Von Ausseiten, so weit.
4.
Weit, von Ausseiten, es geht.
5.
Jetzt.
Just trying to draw in to the shot rock in the house.
Nur 3.
This is looking light.
Weiter. Oh, Leute, der darf lang sein.
Ja.
Noch eine Guard.
95.
88.
So that definitely not has to become short. So we will have a look. Italy versus Finland. Second hand to play. Last stone by Diana Gaspari here. Already lying one-time shot, playing a draw. See the one counter here on the right-hand side, and she managed to place another one better than the yellow front of the house. Just enough. Gives the 2-0 lead now for Italy. Italy had a bye this morning and started with a loss in this event. So that's not the situation you like in front of your house when you want to score.
No, definitely not. Wants to move these about a bit. Even if she ends up leaving corner guards on, that's okay. But this is getting a bit too cluttered at the front.
Quite okay. Just one guard, and it's an 0-1 in front of the house. Please get rid of some.
Ja.
Gut.
Klidně 4 asi ne, jenom. 4, 5. Okay.
Wow!
6. 5, 6. 6, 5. 5, 6, 4.
Waiting for this to draw. It's looking quite high at the moment. Here it comes now. We get half right round this guard into the 8 foot. Yeah, that's a great shot. So Germany now left with the raise on their own front red to try and lift the double in the yellows.
Really want to hold it now. It's a hard time to follow the rock and miss it again. At least the shooter rolls a little bit to the side.
Another corner guard.
Yeah.
So instead of Czech, just you can see this coming down again here. Just over curls and misses the back yellow. But instead of Czech just putting on another guard, they're going to hit this side corner guard. Germany and roll over. It's a poor shot there. Because even if she had drawn another guard on top of those yellows, it would have made it harder for Germany, but now they've got the opportunity to hit and roll behind the corner.
So opportunity for the Latvian skip to get the deuce here, to catch the lead. It's about Iveta Stasune to draw for 2. A lot of rocks in play, but they're lying shot. As soon as the camera shows up the total of the rink, you can see on the right-hand side there's a yellow counter already, and she managed to get another one in. So 2-1 after 2 ends played.
So Germany only managed to remove one of the yellows, didn't manage to lift a double takeout. So Czechov removed that and got a roll behind the corner.
And also lying in the same line. So no chance for double takeout for Germany. So which side you would recommend to roll now? Definitely don't want to stay open.
No. I think if she could go either, but I think if she hits on the right, as she's playing into the stone and rolls over. They're working this one hard though. Maybe it's going the other way.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So opportunity for Czech to hit in lie 2 and try and force Germany to take a 1 at this end.
I don't want to be too pessimistic on this one when I have the German glasses on. It's about like, it's somehow a crucial moment right now. The Germans were capitalizing of the mistake in the first end, had a quite good start in the second end, but then it happened that they got a 3 here. And now they have to make sure, just be patient, make your shots, keep on going, working hard, and not giving away in a way of just missing. And some help by Czech, I would say. Big miss here. Ooh.
That is a big miss, because if she had hit that, that was really putting the pressure on Germany. They're sweeping it the whole way to try and hold it. But
wow. Just a great shot before. So she's a little bit on the 50-50 side right now. One good shot, one bad shot.
Well, it was down this way in the first end that she completely missed it as well. So whether it's that handle, she's doing something with it, I don't know. But the last time she was wide, this time she was tight.
Yeah.
So Germany just need to make sure they don't leave a double here. They can just draw around this guard, but don't leave a double on your reds.
Just checking. Calling for, ask for 3.90. We need to make sure that they go passing by the guard. That should work. Oh, looks a little bit long. Oh. We did see this quite often, that playing from the inside to the outside, that it really runs.
Running on, yeah. Because usually you think the way it's drawing more, it's taking weight off, but no, not here. It's certainly keeping moving. So Czech have got a second chance. So if they cannot leave a double here and just replace that red stone, even roll a wee bit to the left, they'll lie 2. Force Germany to probably draw for 1.
So here we could see the left-hander Anna Kopesh-Kovar starting from the right hack. And this one is a little bit more on the other side, I would say. But it's all there. No, it's all good. Even rolling a little bit to the right-hand side, it's all good.
Yeah. So it was well played after a first one. So straightforward draw for Germany.
No chance to get rid of both two yellows. So a classical force on played by Czech Republic.
Aber ihr kriegt ihn auch rein, wenn ich einen Tick kürzer spiele,
Ja, natürlich. Ja.
And that's like really a mental thing going on right now. She's asking now, if I play a little bit shorter, you get it in there. She's somehow really afraid of, like, she's really losing the way of how to throw rocks.
Because the sweepers know that they know that's their job to get it there. Looking for about 14 hog to hog.
And we have to figure out, it's a different line now. Now they really have to work it, and it's definitely not long.
No, they're going to have to work this really hard. It needs to get fully in the 8 foot. Going. Oh, well swept.
So Germany at least able to tie the game after 3 ends played. Some pressure shot for her. There was another option for use, but then he was not capitalizing of the miss by Anna Kubeshkova. 3-3 after 3 ends. Germany starting in this 4th end. Putting up the 1 in the 3rd end, tying the game. Emira Apes is opening this one. Very important one for both teams, but even more important for German to really win this, to get their first point in this Olympic qualification event. And we want to look a little bit ahead, like there are really some teams already qualified.
Oh, the crowd enjoying a wee glass of fizz while they're watching the curling.
Yeah, and probably those nations already qualified. They were not drinking champagne maybe earlier, but they all can sit back, relax. So it's about Canada, Russia, Switzerland, Great Britain, United States, Sweden, and of course host Korea and Japan. They already qualified, those 8 nations, for this Olympic Winter Games coming up in February. So 2 spots still open, and those teams involved in this event here, they have the honor to join those other 8 nations. So I already asked on the men's side, what's your bet, or where's your money on this? This side.
Oh, now you're testing me.
Come on.
I think China got off to a slow start, but have been steadier in their second game today. So potentially China, I would say, will be up there. But I think the rest of the ladies' teams right now, anybody can beat anybody out there, and I think we're going to have quite a bun fight by the end of the week.
So we're looking forward. We'll make it a quite good game here Or not only game, tournament accuracy by her, by the lead of Czech Republic, 86%. Klára
Oh dear.
Kolševskaya. Sorry, Svatonova, of course.
schon, aber trotzdem. Ja, das ist gut. 60. Okay. Ja.
She has been sitting out in the second game, not performing very well at the first one, at the opener.
Backline! Achtung!
Well, plan B.
Yeah, I would say so too. So that's about, she was starting it as well, right out of the hand. So good plan B call of Daniela Jentsch.
But that was after the Czech error. Germany needed to capitalise there, and they've just opened it up for the Czechs.
So also really good, Teresa Pliskova, 90% so far.
Yeah, she's had a really good tournament so far.
But on the other hand, it really doesn't help when it's like the whole team effort. It's about this, and it's not about the stats all. You have to make the big winners, the key shots. And almost the same before. You're talking good about them, and Mrs. follows. She cannot be this happy about this shot.
No, that's two poor shots from her at this end, and she really has played very steadily. So Czech Republic just started curling in 1990, so fairly new sport.
Really nice double takeout now by Josephine Obermann. Showed he good answer after her first shot. Picking up your thing. I can tell you that I was part of the first ever Bonspiel there in Prague in 1990.
Were you?
This old I am.
So did you teach them to curl?
Yeah, no, I don't want to say teach them, but somehow I was involved in the start of this Prague curling, or Czech curling. There was an event going on in 1990. We carried on the stones from Oberstdorf Curling Club with a bus full of players and all those. Kind of a really good experience we made those days.
And she got the double here. No, but she got the roll behind the cover. Because in Prague, during the last Winter Olympics, although Czech weren't playing, they had a big winter sport festival, which seemed to go down really well, and curling was part of that. So they're hoping to do that again in February.
And again, there's really a new venue is going to be built pretty soon. It's open. Another, I think, a 4 or even 5-sheeter. I'm not sure about that in Prague. And the already existing one is a really well... Oh, that's a good shot now.
Great shot.
Yeah, really well swept as well. Pia-Lisa did a good job here. Important one. Building up confidence. Yeah. Breath of relief.
Yeah, swept it the whole way. Just great past the guard. So in a nice position here, Germany. So Czech just going to hit the open one and try and roll over.
Ooh, also a nice one.
Cleared things up a bit. Just 68% for Alsbeta during this competition so far.
Nein, so, der Kart. Ja! Ja!
So Josephine Obermann really has to keep the line here. It's all good. A little bit of roll to the inside. Probably not the way they want to go. They probably plan to go roll the other side. Now we are having a look to Italy versus Finland. It's the last stone by Ona Kauste in the third end. Some chance for maybe scoring 2 here. But this looks a little bit heavy. No, 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 no. This won't stop in time. It was not an easy shot. So it's just 1. And the new score after 3 ends played, it's 2-1 for Italy. And meanwhile, freeze attempt.
Also meine ziehen da immer mehr.
Yeah,
Also
didn't really freeze. It was a great opportunity for Czech there to come in and just really put the pressure on Germany, but should be a bit heavy and tap the stone back.
That's about the huge risk, even when you go to those corner freezes, like you don't want to really bounce off, even come a little bit short instead of really bouncing off.
Germany, you know, quite happy here, hitting lie 3 and really forced Czech to draw for 1.
68%, definitely. She can throw it better. A little bit of mental thing, I would say, on the German side. They're battling hard to put their abilities on the ice.
So gives Czech now an opportunity just to hit and roll in behind the cover. Anna Kubiskova, skip, Czech, 71% so far.
Also a little bit shaky. They really
sweeping this the whole way.
Oh, it's on a little bit of touch. They were really lucky. Maybe we can see a little bit of close up here. There was touching the guard and ended up okay, I would say. But definitely not the way they planned it. Leaves it open.
Ja, auf geht's dann. Die ist im Griff. Weiter so.
That's 2 hits in that hand she's really struggled with. 3, sorry.
So it's Wang Binchu having a chance here, scoring 3. And this, taking the lead again. Going for a draw coming from the outside. Not an easy one at all. Oh, they really work it into the forefoot. It's all there. Very well played by Wang Binchu. Really good one. So, new lead, 4-2 after 3 ends played.
So, Germany hit to lie 3, so Czech now nose hit for 1, but she's going to have to get this nose hit. She's had a couple of hits that have gone a bit wayward today. So just clean, they must be happy with it. It needs to stay in the Yeah, played it well.
Quite heavy on this one. She was afraid of overcurling maybe, but enough for taking over the lead again, but definitely a force by Germany. So it's a 4-3 lead for Czech Republic after 4 ends played.
Never before in the history of the World Men's Curling Championship has the stage been so spectacular and the backdrop so electric. A never-before opportunity to watch the best of the best on ice and soak up everything else you love about Las Vegas, including the first ever 9-day pool party. Reserve your place in history now at LasVegasCurling.rocks. Las Vegas 2018, your curling oasis awaits.
So Germany versus Czech Republic. The German team has hammer now in the 5th end. 4-3 lead so far for Czech Republic. Both teams a little bit struggling. And, yeah, placing the stones in a way of creating something. I think they're both benefiting a little bit more of the mistakes of each other.
Yeah, it's just, I think, whoever's going to capitalise first on these errors is the one that's going to get on top of the game. So Germany have got last stone here. They want to try and get a 2, so try and come round this centre guard.
Mehr? 80. Hauptsache
So just trying to draw around top of the tee here.
It's a little bit heavy, and the sweeper's already set 7-8. That means like over tee, and that's the weight you don't want to put on this one.
Okay, ja, aber meiner.
I suppose it's far enough back now not to cause danger if it's frozen, so.
Ja. Also er ist gerade noch so viel besser gelegen als unsere. Er ist echt noch rausgerollt.
And gives Czech the opportunity to come round, get a better one in there.
Klara Svatonova. Just come around now.
Jsme větší, jsme větší. Já nic. Jsme velký. Ne velký. Okay.
Passing the guard by far. Oh, they want to make it curl a little bit in the end, but still, I would say 2/3 open.
Yeah, our weight was really nice. Just the line was a bit high. Means Germany can hit and roll over to the wing and keep the play away from the centre when they got last stone. Oh, sweeping this one really
she
hard.
was really sliding a little bit on the inside. And that's not working, no.
She's not allowed to take that yellow out of play, but has it gone? Yes, it has. So it'll just be replaced.
That was kind of a tactical mistake. Just couldn't bring the sliding foot really under the body, and then taking the, how to say, inner track kind of way, and we're not managing to really push it out again.
Já si myslím, že tobě to pojede normálně, těch 4-8 tady můžeš, to bych si házela předtím. Maličko.
Nice steady slide there. But it's back to that consistency with the delivery. You know, it's a skill-based sport, and it's repetitive practice just to get that right time and time again makes a huge difference.
No, definitely, I totally agree on this. It's really worth spending every, at least start of the season and summer practice, or even ongoing during the season to work on the on the technique, proper release, to mainly be consistent in your slide, to call the game right. And even better, if all the team has mainly the same release, makes it even easier to call the game.
Yeah, easier for the skip to know what ice to give. Cleared both guards away, and the shooter too, so that was a good result.
So Josephine Obermann looks quite good in this game so far, just in the way of like having some good shots in between. Not all perfect, but still some recovery after sitting one game out.
Hodně! No pojď, pojď! No, 1+. Já to vidím, no.
We're working this one really hard to get it over. Just make it over the hog line. But the line of the stone in the house is not very good to guard it.
Thank you, no.
So we're looking really to get a wee hit and roll off this.
Oh, not jamming on the right one, on the back one, sorry.
Still biting, or?
I don't think so, no, it's just, it stays somehow in the zone of play. But as we can see here right now, it's just off.
Just out, no more.
That means,
quite animated there. But Czech need to watch they don't jam this on the back here.
Yep. Just make sure you hit it either, or better on the outside instead of inside.
9. Čistím.
Wow, yeah, 9. Yeah! Wow!
Wow! Wow!
But of course, you want to keep the shooter here and not rolling out. And this could happen here, yeah.
Just too much, yeah.
So one guard in play, one little bit of backing. You see here with the red stone. I would say a good call coming from this side, not playing from the other side, because there's this backing.
Absolutely. It's a really good finish coming out to end the draw, so they should get buried, although the guard is quite long.
They really need to work on the weight. They need this one in the front house, and it looks a little bit close. Now I think it's okay. I don't want to sweep too much, because it will overcurl maybe.
Yeah, come out the other side. Yeah, that's what it's done.
Yeah, sometimes you're really in it. You sweep it all the way through, and then you, some of that, and you forget the line.
And that's where the communication is so important between the skip and the sweepers, because the sweepers are doing their job of getting the weight right, but don't know the line. So Czech are going to have to hold this past. Yep, just.
So it's also very important now for Germany to not only hit, but also keep the shooter. And the best result would be, of course, rolling behind this guard. But even sitting here is okay. But Germany also would be okay just going for the blank in this fifth end. No really need to score the 2 right now. as long as they keep the hammer.
Yeah, we're happy for a blank here. So Czech just need to nose this. Or hit and roll and try and put a bit of pressure on Germany.
So we see another time the Latvian skip, Iveta Stasune. She needs to raise her own yellow one on the quite difficult one. You see the situation in the house. The problem is that the yellow one is almost covered. Gonna be a really tough shot to get the deuce here, or even get one in this situation.
Yep, lots of stones in play this end. Oh, just rubbed off the top one.
And that's a steal here for China. Gives them a 5-2 lead after 4 ends played. And meanwhile, another mistake here by Anna Kubeshkova. Really jamming the red one here, staying in the house. A good chance now for Germany, yeah, getting the deuce.
Yep, so first end and fifth end, a free pass for your second counter, but you've got to make it count. So,
but using your words, it's about Germany to really capitalize on these mistakes.
Absolutely. It's like a free gift. You didn't really try for the two, you were just happy to blank, and then all of a sudden you can draw the house. And the two need to sweep this though.
They
really hard, really hard. Oh,
good effort in sweeping.
Definitely. Yeah, that had to be in to keep the pressure on Czech. So
they said it's a bit a slow pass here on the outside to the boards. So they need to make sure that they don't forget about this. It was just enough. Now it's pressure on her.
She really extends her arm at release to try and generate weight, but that's not looking like it's going to come in. So a free draw for two.
And as you said, it's about this. You can play the rocks like this, but if somehow you're having maybe a little bit of wrong extension from the direction, then you're really in trouble. If you play it like this, and you see a lot of top players doing so, but you really have to make sure that you push it straight and not giving it any direction.
Absolutely, because with that weight on it, a millimetre either way, it can make a big difference. So it's back to that consistency of delivery and release.
So Daniela Jentsch now playing from the other side. They figured out that drawing from the intern side, it's a little bit slower, so hopefully she makes it better now.
Well, sweepers are on early again. They're having to work hard today.
Oh,
she's good.
Looks good.
One's given up.
She was kind of like, okay, it's done. So, really hard effort for German side, but it paid off in the end, giving them the lead after 5 ends played. 5-4 for Germany. Now we're going to break and we'll be shortly back. So first end, was an open draw after the huge miss by Anna Kubeshkova. Good start for Germany. Managed to make this 2 here, capitalize off the mistake by Anna Kubeshkova. But here comes a really good answer by Anna Kubeshkova. A really well played double, coming from the outside, running the shooter to the inside, and making a huge score of 3. Really well played. But then again, kind of struggling on both sides. Here, Germany could at least put up a force, and she managed at this time to stick enough for taking over the lead. So, we're watching Italy, Finland. Diana Gaspari, the last stone, tries to tap back this one and stay as shot rock. Really well played. It was a narrow pass to follow. Scoring 1 now. And here we go after 5 ends played. 5-4 lead for Germany versus Czech Republic, and 3-1 lead Italy versus Finland after 4 ends played, and China quite comfortable lead 5-2 after 4 ends played.
Yeah, we will. You look good. You look like fucking sorry. You look like 4 Canadians and 4 German girls. You know?
That's okay.
I'm sorry. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. Lots of time.
Vogel, no microphone. Oh.
So you start with 38. You got 21 left. I thought you were banking some time the way you guys played the first end. Hit the whole first end. Just hit.
Who had that?
Chceš, že hodíte můj guard jako nějak zaklopený nebo něco? Mně přišel OK a najednou prostě to bylo v háji.
Já si myslím, že to možná byla taková línější ruka, jsme viděli hned prostě, že
a byl asi i menší, no.
A byl menší, no. To skončilo smetením vlastně celou cestu na jedničce, že jo.
Já jsem slyšela celou dobu 2+.
Já taky právě.
Tak jsem pak přemýšlela, jestli neříkali 0, jako.
Ne,
protože to fakt jako by dojelo sotva za hoble.
My jsme si to nemysleli, že to je 1, no.
A na takové ty desítky inside out si hlídejte to odsazení, jo. Myslím, že tam jste neodsadili dobře, ten
Yeah, having a look on the stats so far. It's a little bit of advantage now. I think it changed a little bit to Germany, 77% versus 68%. The hit percentage on the German side is much better. And Karol Kubeshkova was also like pointing on this. Said, make sure that you reduce your in-off playing, inside out, some mistakes. So welcome back. 6th end is on. Germany versus Czech Republic. Germany scored in the 5th end. Deuce taking over the lead, 5-4. We're playing the Olympic qualification event. It's about like who gets the last 2 tickets for the upcoming Olympic Winter Games in Pyeongchang, South Korea. It was interesting to watch, Rona, like different styles of how the coach were addressing their information to the teams. Like Chuck Tyre, he was really, both of them, they really tried to talk very calm, give the team some confidence. It's a huge pressure on both teams, even a little bit more, I would say, on the German team. But the Czech, they were sitting down, trying to find really relaxed, grabbing some nutrition, and yeah, get over it. And the Germans, they, yeah, some jokes are in the play. So
yeah, it's always good to have a joke and keep things light at the 5th end break, but you know, it's important for them to get nutrition as well at that point, fuel their energy. They've been sweeping hard. But also, I think, you know, they've played the 5 ends. Nothing can change in that first 5 ends now. So it's really focusing the energy on, right, what can you do for the next 5 ends? You know, it's... Oh, it's a corner. Just a corner guard. You know, there's 5 ends left to go, so what can you do? So I think it's just the coach trying to reiterate to the team, right, this is what needs to happen, and keeping things calm. And all coaches have different styles, but it's really important that the athletes they're working with, you know, it's how to bring the best out of them, because everybody's different, and it's making sure you can get the best out of all your athletes.
You have been coaching quite a while, so it's different, like compared to playing. Sometimes you really know as a player, sometimes you don't want to even listen because you're really pumped up what the coach says, but sometimes it's really worth listening and maybe, yeah, just take the info. But of course it has to be well addressed, and everybody's reacting different.
It is, it's how it's delivered by the coach is a key factor for all players. As you say, sometimes you don't want to listen, or sometimes, but you know, the 4 people out there as a team have to work together on the next 5 ends, so it's really important. Oh, just coming round behind there. I'm supposed to freeze the top of that.
And picking up this, I think it's quite interesting talking about these things. It's about probably one of the key elements of curling. It's this really huge mental game going on. You have lots of time actually to think about situations, what can go good, what can go wrong, and a little bit comparable to golf play. You walk around and it's very technical as well, but you come to a point that's here 4 players involved. Even more challenging, and everybody's reacting a little bit different. Could you agree on that?
Yeah, definitely, because, you know, this is back to not everybody's the same. All 4 players are going to be different. They're all going to react differently to good shots, to bad shots. So it's making sure you get the best out of each individual. And, you know, as a coach, it's really important to know your players and know how they react.
Oh.
Yeah, that wasn't quite the shot that was intended.
And in this situation, you somehow have to get over it. I mean, there's a mistake, and sometimes you really are fired up and you really want to somehow, whatever. You don't want to break the broom or whatever, but somehow it's an emotional thing. You have to get rid of it.
It is. It's over. You've got to bin it and move on. Only you can, as they say, control the controllables, which is the next shot. You can't control what's just happened. So it's really, really important, the mental side, to really keep focused and work together. Not all 4 players are going to have a brilliant game all at the same time. Somebody's going to have an off game. So how do you support that player so that they can still give and help the rest of the team with sweeping and calling and other areas of the game? So that's where the whole team dynamic's really quite critical.
It's all about team dynamics here. So, after the miss before, it's about regrouping now. Josephine Obermann tries to play a hit here, maybe a double, take out even.
It's a mistake by the Czechs to bring that second counter too far back. They really wanted that top of the house.
Not a double, but a nice roll a little bit to the inside.
Some German fans. Happy with that? Oh dear. 55% for this game, but yet 83 for the tournament.
She has been over 90 already, but that really gives her a downer.
So that's a prime example of what we were just saying. Not everybody has a good game all the time. So just caught that one.
And the key element of it is that all four somehow put up their level at the same time. And if somebody falls apart, that the others even maybe get better at the same moment. So, but of course we all agree it's much easier to talk about these things when you're down there. You sometimes not have a clue at all what's happening.
Pilsen is 80% for this game, so she's playing pretty steady.
Ooh, but that's a really bad shot. Just enough energy to really push it back here, but of course, this is not a good shot at all.
No, that wasn't what was intended.
So, we have a look to Italy versus Finland. It's another last shot by Ona Kauste. And she really tries to play a difficult, I would say, Invik role. And they really need to sweep this one. No, from the outside. Oh, out. Yeah, but total miss, overcurled. So there's a steal of 2. 5-1 lead now for Italy after 5 hands played. So it's not looking like that Finland can go for the first win in this game here.
So that miss by Germany has given the Czechs an opportunity to come around here and just freeze in.
But this is also heavy.
Oh dear.
So we're once again in the 6-hand thing. The players are overpacing a little bit after the break.
But they've got their stopwatches on. You can see it there on the brush, and they're all using them all the time. So you think they would have picked up that it is just a bit speedier down there.
Daniela already said, well, it looks a little bit heavy on the weight. It's amazing. Once again, a little bit long and no line. At least their second shot, maybe.
Yeah, they do lie too.
But that's quite a risk they're taking right now. They're really ignoring the back one. They don't having the hammer.
But with the weight there, they could actually have swept that and held that for the line to go more centrally. But yeah, way off for line on both of those.
Yeah.
Trying to get the inside of this and get the roll.
But that just stayed. To me, it looks like it stays a little bit straighter here, the rocks they play, and it's a little, I wouldn't say unpredictable. They probably had this situations before, but right now, everybody, yeah.
Sometimes on the end rink where there's the crowd as well, it just makes an impact onto the ice closest to it, so.
So there's the opportunity of rolling in for Germany now.
Willst du normal oder plus? Normal. Gut.
So they're going for normal takeout weight.
Certainly the Czech body language has gone down quite considerably in the last few ends. Daniela's having a better game than she's had tournament so far, 78%. So it's It's all about playing the right shots at the right time. Numbers don't really matter at the end of the day.
No, this also stays. And even rolls away, maybe only third best stone.
But is there a way through to the shot for through the guards? Yeah.
It is. That's why I was wondering why she was playing this much weight on this. I think there were 2 rocks already played, or 3 rocks, if we count also the draw weight from Pia-Lisa. They all stayed very straight.
See, Czech can't afford to jam this on the back yellow, so they want to catch it on the inside as she's looking at it, so it punches over to the right and misses the back yellow.
Já bych zkusila možná těch 10, no. 10. Když teď to draw nehodím, tak jakoby, já nevím, no.
Zkusila bych určitě jít po něm.
Takhle myslíš, že to stačí? Já nevím.
Jo, myslím si, že jo. Myslím, že to umetem.
What would you recommend in this situation? Going for the hit or maybe just draw and go for the hit later on?
It's a difficult one because they've all struggled in here with their draw weight. So the line is quite tricky. But she could draw right round the outside.
Coming from the clockwise rotation side.
Clockwise, yep. So coming round that red guard, she could come into the 4-foot that way. It's quite tricky to go through that gap in the middle at the moment, just the way that line seems to run straight. But also, she's struggled with her hits today, so that's probably on her mind as well, to try and come through a port when she struggled with open hits.
Yeah. I'll see 53% in this game. So this looks also a little bit inside out, I would say. Now it's catching up to curl. Now it starts.
You need to hold it though, because it will pull.
But that's a good result here. Czech at least line 2 now. Have a look here. Good sweeping here by Teresa Pliskova, holding the line.
Yeah, swept it well there, so they lie 2, maybe 3. The third shot's probably a measure. They're having a close look. Oh, she's waving at her sweepers. The players are all having a look there. The third shot's quite close. But for Germany here, they've got a lot of backing. If they can come round there, they can kill all these yellow stones. No, that was the way we'd said about the Czechs drawing. If they come round the outside and freeze on top of that. Because if she goes back to this line, this is the one they've really struggled with.
So even better than playing maybe a hit would be the option, but the hit is probably you just jam it back to the other one and you're still not lying good, and you may be losing the shooter. So it could be better just going for the draw now. Also, you're not having the hammer. But of course, you have to go through this part. And to me, it looks quite a lot of ice here.
The only benefit is that it's 2 reds at the front. If she taps, she could be. But I think I would
go from the other side.
I think the left-hand side looks easier to come up and sit on that yellow at the back, and down in the in-turn and just freeze against that.
So we'll see. They were challenging both in the direction and in the weight. We see the clock here on the right-hand side. Should be about 14.2, 3, 4, maybe. It should be okay. So they need a little bit of curl now.
Coming now. Weight's not bad. She's got backing.
Freeze ist gut.
Looking good.
A bit too much.
Oh, really unlucky.
Ja. Ist gut da. Der ist gut da. Ja. Sehr gut.
So it means that Czech Republic, lying 1, can draw for 2.
Maybe even
Tap
tap
back.
it back for 3.
It's that tricky line again, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Daniela's there, it was coming nicely, but it just didn't seem to finish as it passed the guard.
Yeah. And you could see if you throw it a little bit inside out, maybe coming a line a little bit inside, and you just overthrow it a little bit, and it probably just stays and never curls.
Yeah.
Not easy to play at all.
So this will be interesting with Anna coming off the left-hand hack, and see she's taking the same ice as Daniela, so just with a different release it'll be interesting.
Could be even the other line now. As we can see her, she's coming a little bit from a different spot. But she's always giving a little bit of extra on it.
It's got too much weight as well, so it's hanging out there. No, that's not going to draw in time.
No. So quite fortunate here for Germany. It's just a 1. The 3 were possible, the 2 for sure. It's just tying the game for Czech Republic now. It's 5-5 after 6 ends played. Germany with hammer in the 7th end.
Never before in the history of the World Men's Curling Championship has the stage been so spectacular and the backdrop so electric. A never-before opportunity to watch the best of the best on ice and soak up everything else you love about Las Vegas, including the first ever 9-day pool party. Reserve your place in history now at LasVegasCurling.rocks. Las Vegas 2018. Your curling oasis awaits.
So start of the 7th end, and big opportunity missed there for the Czech Republic. They had a tap back for 3, but caught the guard, so only got a 1, so ties the score at 5-all. So they've now put up their centre guard. See there, they got a 3 in the 2nd end, Czech Republic, but they've only managed to score 1s with a hammer since, so all tied after 6. Germany will want to try and generate a 2 here. Keeper's working hard to get this to the top of the forefoot. Yeah, that's a lovely shot there.
94. Gut, ja, wieder ein bisschen lauter. Sich über das Gute freuen. Und dann mal.
Kira just trying to come in and freeze on top of that. German stone doesn't want to move it. Ah, very nice. Well played. Germany looking at the options here, whether to draw to the wing, come right round the 2 in the middle, but she's chosen to draw to the wing.
Der reicht auf jeden Fall.
88,
Kann ich sauber machen.
Ja, wobei.
Nee, der ist 91.
Sicher.
Der reicht. Das läuft eher länger.
4! Nee, das
Nee, ist gut.
Ramira Abbas.
sicher Ziellein sein, ja. Alles.
She was the alternate to start with. She's been brought in today at lead.
Ja, Ziellein, auf
Just drawing her second one out to the wing.
Weiter, 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 weiter.
Yeah, she does that
Hätte
nicely.
einfach machen müssen. Gut. Bisschen früher müssen.
Kam noch ein bisschen ziemlich runter. Der wird! Der wird wahr? Ja, ja, ja! Ja! Wow, wow, wow!
So Teresa Plaskova's had a great tournament so far. Just wanting to hit and roll in there. Nearly makes it, but not enough. Gives Germany the opportunity to hit now.
Genau, Nachschutz.
Normal, gell?
Ja.
Normal weight is asked. Make sure you get the straight line here and keep it, not touching the guard. Hard sweeping here, and no, it's on. Another time a little bit of a tight slide, I would say.
Leute, redet über Plan B. Was? Redet über Plan B, redet über die Zeiten, redet über alles, was ihr reden könnt.
Ja.
Nevím, jak se si pamatuju.
Asi tohle.
Asi jo.
A kolik to vidíš? 9, 10?
Swept it the whole way from the minute she released it and just caught the guard. Couldn't get it past.
Maličko míň? Malinko! Já bych moc neubírala.
So the Czech making a play on this now.
Could lie 3 afterwards. This time she's a little bit offline, a little bit outside. And she rather need to hit it from the inside. Still okay.
Yep, good result. She's happy with that. Just catches it just off nose and springs her head and moves her yellow over.
A lot of weight on this one. Here you go. Good answer after the miss before.
Já myslím, že bychom dokázali podjet.
Jo.
9?
Jo.
Trying for the double, but lifts that perfectly double and just rolls over the top of the yellow.
9. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Well, they're not liking the line on this one.
Zůstanem? Berem ho.
Definitely struggling with that side of the ice.
Yeah. It's about the way they release. It's just about really, you said it before, like this arm extension, they really play it. And on this ice, if you have these straight spots sometimes, you have to make sure that you're really on the broom.
Absolutely, and I think any angle back at all with the handle, it's just no recovery.
And that makes it a little bit more challenging after this Europeans. There was different ice, was really more aggressive, and you could rely on really there will be a finish in the end somehow.
That was a great hit and roll there from Germany.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Gut gesehen. Oh, war normal.
Gut so.
Yeah, she's liking that one.
Ich spiele da nach Gefühl, ist ganz egal, was ich da habe. Ich höre da eh nicht drauf.
It's funny, just the way the Germans are really, I don't want to say they're so nervous, but they force themselves to really talk whatever you're talking about, time, split time. They really want to keep themselves busy to not start thinking again. And Pia-Lisa said, I don't mind, I know something is wrong, but I just rely on my feelings somehow and try to make the shots. Probably that's a good way. They committed before the game, just go out there, play, and not think too much.
Absolutely, you can overthink, and you know, you play these shots day in, day out in practice. It's just the same thing to transfer it into a game. So
Wang Binju has a good opportunity to even score 3 here. Already having 2 counters in the forefoot. After Latvia was scoring 2 in the 5th set, they were catching up somehow. But China already scored 3 in the 3rd end. Now another 3 is on the board. That looks pretty solid. Yeah.
Perfect.
So no doubt who is the chief on ice here in this game. Wang Binju. Nice draw weight. Put them in a lead to 8-4 after 6 ends played. So back to our featured game, Anna Kobeshkova.
Germany just hit and rolled out, so it gives Czech the opportunity to draw around the guard. She hasn't had many draws in this game so far, so it's a test to see the weight.
Pretty heavy, but I think it will stick around here in the back house. So it's up to Germany. I would say just go for the draw here, put up the opportunity for making the 2.
Yeah, absolutely. If they can get a really good draw around here, they could set up a nice 2.
Gut. Ja, hat sich nicht verändert. Gut.
So really focusing, same pre-shot routine every single time. Holds her glove the same way.
They really put a lot of effort in. They were traveling a lot, playing a lot. But there's no automatism in this way of being successful. It's just about, try the best you can and stay cool. Just rely on what you have inside. And of course, you need to make shot rock here. And this is a little bit the slow side, I would say.
Yes.
Oh.
So yellow lie shot. So Czech need to draw right round here and come into the top of the 4 and put the pressure on. The only good thing for Germany, that red is very easy to tap up if needed.
And that's what's somehow missing on both sides. I mean, you have the chance and you're not capitalized. You're not taking advantage out of the situation. The opponent was doing a mistake, and then you really jump on it and use it for your own benefit, and then you come up short here.
It's having that killer instinct to get in and kill off the end when you've got the advantage. And you know, this is a key shot for Czech. It's the 7th end of the game. If she can get in here, top 4.
Now we're a little bit more on this fast side, probably a little bit more straighter side. We'll see how this works, and she's really outside here.
Very heavy.
Yeah, keeps on going.
13. Oh no, she's well heavy. That's a poor shot.
Wow. But is there a chance for Germany coming from this side to tap back the shot rock? It's just in the 12-foot.
Sure, they only need to move at half a stone's width. Yep, I think they just play that weight and use the sweepers to split the front one.
Den besser. Oder willst du als Draw spielen? Ja, genau. Bis wir das Eis dann.
And you know, you can say the ice is faster down this track or whatever, but by the 7th end of the game, these are all experienced players. They should have picked up on that. They've all got stopwatches. That's why they're measuring every single shot that's played. So,
but sometimes with all the measuring on these changing tracks, you have to take care of really that you somehow be aware of the different tracks and also like rely a little bit on your feeling as well.
Absolutely.
So sometimes it looks to me they about too much wondering, wow, the stop on this, but maybe there's a little bit extra on it, a little bit holding it back.
But it's back to that consistent release, isn't it? If they don't have that, then it could change how much weight they put on. So,
and once again, it's much easier to talk about these things, but if you're unsure, and I think both teams are struggling again here, it's difficult. So C needs a better line, needs a little bit of curl here, not staying outside, and still sticks here. It's getting better now. Now they have to go for the line and get it back here.
So you need to move it to try and push that yellow. Just half a stone's all that's needed.
That's good. That's good. Just enough. Here's the 2 for Germany. Well swept.
Yeah, very well swept. So that's 3 ends, you know, the Germany have got the 2 by a mistake from the Czech skip.
There is some nervosity on the ice. How do you call it? Something.
Somewhat.
So I want to say, like, these girls somehow struggling with their believing in themselves and their skills, and so there's not about really, getting like some advantage of they create some situations. It's more about capitalizing out of the mistakes the others are doing.
Yeah, well, Germany have scored 3 2s in this game, and every single time it's not what they've created, it's what the opposition have left for them by their error. So they have capitalised and taken their 2s. So Czech just having to put up their corner guard. I'm surprised actually Germany went short with her lead's first stone. I thought being 2 up she might have brought it into the house. There's the stats for the 2 leads. 80 for Abitz and 86 for Clara.
Quite okay game from the German rookie, Abitz. So, but make sure that you're not short with this one. Really has to be in the house now. They manage to get it in here. Also a little bit short. Yeah. So Klara Svatonova
Šest.
Ja, dobrý.
has to play the come around here.
8, 9.
To jede, prosím vás.
9.
She has been pretty steady all game and has really set the ends up well for Czech.
O, někde tam bude, ale...
Tam 3-8 teda.
Again, this really goes straight here.
Spíš jenom tak šidli, aby
So,
Take it back a wee bit, try and bury it.
Okay.
Still there.
Rychlejší stopa. Aha, to bylo to.
So mal von innen.
A bit of pondering now.
Wir könnten ihn so spielen, dass halt hier durchgeht.
Okay, hör mal auf.
You know, this is where at the end of a game you're 2 up.
Wir sind halt schon Shot.
Oder wir
The game
probieren
plan
den
should be
im
pretty
Haus und sonst die Garde
straightforward.
auf. Also langsamer.
Ja.
that's what I don't like. They were thinking of maybe peeling the guard and coming from the outside. That you really take a risk of really running the yellow one on the on the red one.
Also
So
von innen nach außen, was meint?
they could rather peel it from the inside to the outside,
60,
but
ja.
they now think of
denke 50,
just going on the shot
Sicher
rock in the
Bumper
back
länger.
house.
Genau, und sonst ist die Guard. So, dass
Also
er
okay,
kommt.
maybe peeling off later on. Do you agree? Or just like, what's more risk, like leaving the corner guard?
Well, I think they've got to look at it and say they're 2 up. They don't have hammer. So what's the biggest risk to them right now?
Good. Good.
These are the shots you really have to make sure when you're not passing by, then go off a little bit early to make really at
Make
least
sure you
kill
get
the
a
guard.
better, yeah, kill the guard, and your shooter might even roll in off your other one.
Leider schon öfter was sagen. Und so ist der Guard.
But, you know, it's much more open for them now.
Yeah.
Nebo tohle, no.
Quite a big difference there in stats. Josephine Oberman's at 73, but Teresa Pliskova, who's had a great tournament up till this game, is just at 57 today. She's really struggled. But interestingly now, the Czech are having a debate about what shot to call.
Já bych asi hrál na to draw spíš. Jo? Než ten roll. Protože když hodíme to draw jako tak nějak kamkoliv, tak ona to bude muset řešit. Když hodíme roll out, tak jako přijdeme skoro o všechnu šanci.
Tady teoreticky, kdybys byla kratší a skončila tady, no. Jako, když to bude na to mířit, no, tak nemusí nutně, ale bude tam drag effect.
To dá trošku nějak jako o šéfy.
A ona už to prostě,
ona bude
takhle, no.
No, když budeme tady, tak ona jako možná třeba půjde po tamto.
Máš první, ne, teďka?
První tamhle.
Tak to zkusíme a uvidíme, jak se to bude vyvíjet. Když tak druhý nehodím první, abychom to řešili.
Primárně za to.
So, what's the plan now, the idea? I think they try to come around from the outside, which is the more difficult track to go. Figured out before, it's quite straight there. Also the weight, a little bit different than coming from the other side. But the idea is to somehow separate from the other yellow. Half covered would be good.
Yeah, half round that red onto top of the 4-foot would be good.
Je to menší.
Aspoň na 4.
This is looking as though it's drawing early. The light of weight.
Yeah, that looks really short. They might even get it at least for a freeze here. But this is also too short. Leaves the yellow here open on the right-hand side, the shot walk. And
Was du lieber ist.
Sie fährt uns sonst selber irgendwann rein.
Ja, lass uns das machen.
Lass den so machen.
Ja.
Okay.
Einfach schön vor der Tee. Ich habe lange nicht gelegt. Manche auf der Seite wird es auch kürzer.
Yeah,
Ja,
that's
spiel mal so 90
a real
Meter.
opportunity missed there. You know, Czech have got the hammer, great opportunity to lie to, and comes up short.
so the Germans were just thinking of rather playing the hit and stay out there on the shot rock, or now going first around situation in the center.
Yeah, because it's them that have got their centre guard up. You know, they're blocking up the front. So use it. Get round top 4. This is a nicer way to come round as well.
The line is not too bad. And the way to...
Yeah, it's a lovely shot there.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way the Czech should have tried to come round.
Yeah. Now they have to run back their own yellow one. Get rid of maybe all 2 red. The angles are... what? Another chance, yeah. So another time, this extension out of the arm. Make sure you have the right direction.
Actually got a not bad result out of it. They've kept one behind cover, which is good.
And that's about like Germans again taking some risk, but watch again this replay. A really good result. One red is gone, but the other rolls to the open and cover the other yellow one. And now Germany, they need to play on the draw game. And probably they don't really want to.
Well, you know, they put up the centre guard at the start of the end, so they're obviously quite happy to play the drawing game here. But they're going to have to work this really hard to get round the yellow. Oh, well swept.
Really good sweeping. Really needed all the way here.
Super gemischt, super gemischt.
Ten jam, no. Jo, 10 je fajn. Jako můžeme jít tohle, no.
So we're just switching to the other game here. Finland, Italy. It's up to Onakausto playing a hidden stick for 2 here, catching up a little bit. They are down 5. So that looks pretty solid here. All good. So at least they reduce 6-3 the lead now for Italy after 7 ends played. Well, coming back to our featured game, Germany versus Czech Republic. Good hit and stay here by Czech Republic.
Yep, forces Germany to make the hit now and not roll out. Looks okay for line.
There's the opportunity for playing the double now. It's a narrow pass. German team is now going in a way, as long as they stay here with 2 rocks counting, it's all good. They can put up a force, but not giving up a 3 here. Here's the try for playing the double takeout. A little bit hit too much.
Otočí hodně tady, no. Dobrý. To je úplně stejně teď. To mi přišlo jako dost čáře teda. Mně taky. Takhle. Kam jsem nachystaná, ona se tam také dala kuče. Zkuste mnou. Auf geht's, Dani. Genau. Der war ja plus. Ja, der war plus. Ja.
So Daniela just really wants to hit this one on the nose.
And this looks pretty inside. They really have to sweep it right away to keep it. Wow, really good line call now. This was a really huge shot now. Very important. And I think they're line 2 now, but that's gonna be close. They needed a little bit of roll. They're not sure yet.
It's close. I would say it's more likely to be red than yellow. But.
So we're having an update here on match China versus Latvia. It's about, for the Latvian skip, Iveta Stasas Tastune. Chance for 2. Needs to hit. Again, coming from the inside to the outside. We had this before. She starts it a little bit and therefore she loses the shooter. It overcurls and it's just 1. Yeah. So. Not a cheap rock to lose.
No, so now back to feature game. Czech Republic are looking to hit the other side and roll in. Important to get the roll though. So again, Germany can just remove that and lie 2.
They're not sure yet really who's shot or second best stone. For sure they need a roll somehow.
Well, they could just lift the double on the yellows.
Yeah, that would be like to be on the safe side. First priority, maybe roll inside and then maybe catch the back one too.
Ansonsten, was meint?
Ich glaube fast gelb.
Deswegen,
dann sehen wir doch.
Wenn wir den machen, müssten wir den ja eh dabei haben.
Stimmt, hast recht, genau.
Und sonst, wenn er gerade bleibt, nimmst du über die Nase.
Genau, das machst du sonst. Normal ist gut.
Kann ich dir von hier geben?
Ja.
Das zum Rollen reicht doch, oder?
Ja, ein bisschen mehr. Ja.
Passt es?
Okay,
Muss von vorne schauen.
Are they going for the double?
They're talking about the alternatives, so they're mainly, the main call is about the roll inside. And they said usually when everything rounds well, so they go for normal takeout weight. And then should work also for the double. It's all there. And she said if it just stayed, so run it straight back, then we're lying 2 for sure. Just make sure you're not somehow ended up in between. It's often happen if you leave those opportunities. The one calls for the hit and roll, the other calls for just the double takeout, and you end up in between. They definitely need to keep the shooter as well. Don't lose this one. This looks good. And but the result, I would say, is quite okay. I'm not sure now.
I don't know if the red's buried or if Czech can see enough to tap it back. Yeah, they actually underswept that a fraction. Needed to catch a wee bit more.
But even I would say it was coming probably a little bit more inside the yellow one after this. Really close.
I would put my money on red if I was a betting, gambling person.
But you're not, of course not. Me neither.
Sorry.
You can probably just about see most of that red to hit it on the nose.
So it's not allowed, maybe coming to the rules, to somehow put the broom here and somehow try to find a better way to watch who's shorter, nearer to the button. We don't know it really, I think.
But whether she was second or not, she still got to get first shot.
Yeah.
So if the measure goes in their favour, then it's a bonus. but you've got to focus on getting first shot.
So maybe they were just thinking of rather draw instead of just going for the hit.
Maybe.
Because it's
No, but they would need to move that to bring their second counter into play, if it was.
yeah, but if they know that it's just like maybe one counting now.
Pravda, může být bílej.
10, 10, 2, 2 nebo ne.
So you know, Anna Kopeškova was somehow struggling, especially on this side here.
9,5, čistí. Avičko víc.
It's not tight anyway.
No sweeping right now. She really needs that this one is coming in and it's not even the jam here. No. Very close. So probably we see the measure now.
That was that very straight path down there, and her left hand just angled it back. They're looking around to say, please, is there somebody who can measure? So if it is 1 to Germany, that's a big turnaround.
But after this morning game, I'm quite careful. They were really kind of throwing away the big lead today. Let's see. Even the force here would be okay from the German point of view.
Yeah.
So let's see.
I'm convinced it's red.
Hey, your money's on. You have to be convinced.
Oh, we're not getting to see the dial. Oh, red by a long way.
You were good.
I was good.
No, it's not. They have to go another round. It's close.
It's not that close.
No, he has to refix it. Ooh.
Oh, you need to go back.
It's about head-to-head.
I know.
But so far, it's really having a close look.
You need to go back to the yellow one now. He's going round in circles here. It's so close. Oh. Oh.
Really close one. How many circles we now see?
I'm getting dizzy. Players are laughing too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could be yellow.
Yeah.
I'm changing my mind.
Can't see this one.
No, he's really hot, blocking the dial. He'll have walked a marathon by the time he's going round and round. Oh, definitely yellow.
That's by far, I would say, yeah? So sorry for your money. Not?
Oh!
No, we got another one.
At least the players are laughing about it. This poor umpire. It's so close. The players are going to... Right, we're off again.
Yeah. Oh, now the decision is made. Sorry again for your money. You were on red. So it's 1 for yellow. Who has been a really close decision, but has to be accepted somehow.
Yeah, so that was an even more important shot, that nose hit for 2 there.
Yeah, that's the other side of the ledger, like, could have been the tide of the game, but it's not. Germany has the hammer now, and have...
Never before in the history of the World Men's Curling Championship has the stage been so spectacular and the backdrop so electric. A never-before opportunity to watch the best of the best on ice and soak up everything else you love about Las Vegas, including the first ever 9-day pool party. Reserve your place in history now at LasVegasCurling.rocks. Las Vegas 2018. Your curling oasis awaits.
So 2 ends remaining. Germany got the advantage at the moment, 1 up with the hammer.
So Klara Svatonova is opening this 9th end. And tactics are really clear, set up. Czech Republic somehow needs some steals here to tie the game and go for another steal in the 10th end. Germany wants to clear everything up, keep it controlled, and probably just go for a blank end here and going home with hammer. That would be their perfect setup for the last end. So first stone from Germany, a draw to the side, which I totally agree. Just keep it easy and clear off the guards later on.
Yeah, the Czech could have done... They're just going to pile up the guards now, and you know that one's quite long, so they'll bring the next one closer. And Germany just want to keep away from that and don't get sucked into unnecessary mess. So Czech want to put this second one short as well. Kira Svatnova has certainly played very well in this game.
Also putting up the guards here quite well. Could be a little bit longer the second one, so the distance is not so far, and even the angles are quite good for peeling off both of them later on for the Germans. Right now they're not allowed to. Instead of maybe drawing again to the side, they decided now to go behind, which is okay, as long as you have the right weight.
Yeah. It's one of these key shots now. Once you go around, make sure you're top tee and be right in.
And don't be short.
Okay. 4:01. Ich hätte gern out-turn, wenn es geht.
Ideally that wanted to be in the top of the forefoot, but...
We'll have a look on China, Latvia. It's the last draw from Wang Binju. She's already lying one shot. It's the far back one on the right-hand side you can see here. It looks to me shot rock, so there's an opportunity to score 2 here. We did see before that she has a quite good weight. Whenever she had the chance to put another one in, she made it.
Sweeper's just nursing it down gently. No panic. Great shot.
So, just having a look, Latvian team. They agree on 2, yeah. It's another 2 here. Gives a 10-5 lead for China. And that's one of the things I was looking at the same time at this setup from the German point of view. I was not really happy, I think, going behind, because that really closes the door to really run back.
Absolutely.
So they're putting up really some rock in their way. And now even there's another one in there. So in this situation, I rather would recommend that they had put another one to the wings. Of course, on the same side. Now, we'll see.
Yeah, because this gives Czech the opportunity to come right round all of these here and into the sit on top of the yellow that's there, and then Germany need to waste stones clearing it up.
Čekej. D-line. D-line. D-6. D-line. 6. D-line. 6. D-line. Betty. 6. Yeah.
Czech will be quite happy to go right round with this one and lie 2.
Well, they're doing quite well here.
Frozen on top would have been good in case once the guards are cleared, then the way they're sitting now is an easy double on the yellows, but they just want to go for the steal of 1, so Germany are going to have to keep this clear now.
So they're just focusing on the yellow guard here. They don't mind the own red one in front. Just make sure they open up the center. This looks okay. Hitting on the right side. So of course, the Czech team really tries to keep the Germans busy in front of the house to protect their own yellow ones lying shot. It's about Betty Bajdosová play this guard.
Jedna plus. Tak pojď. Směr výborný. Klára. Pojď tady. Jo. Pojď, Klára. Pojď se nejdál. Ještě kousek. Dobrý. Dík.
So as the yellow one is somehow ending up narrow to the other red one, there's a chance to maybe peel off both guards here.
Yeah, definitely. It's an opportunity for Germany really to get rid of them both.
A good try here, but we'll see.
So you can see there they're sweeping to hold it on the left-hand side, just to spin both guards, ping into the house and move everything about. That was a great shot from Germany. So Czech Republic have called a timeout here. It's a big decision.
So it's about for Karel Kubeška joining the team.
Yep, father of the skip, Anna. He himself's had a lot of experience playing for Czech Republic at European Championships.
Vytrol toho červeného C na forfootu.
Já jenom ještě přemýšlím, kam ten roll.
Já myslím, že zůstaneme skoro na té line, jako no.
Možná až sem, aby tady nebyl triple.
Ten není úplně jednoduchý. Ten je jako dost z ruky.
Ona vidět celý ten kámen, že jo? Tam,
jo, tam je asi takhle
ho tam ale
ještě.
nechat úplně nemůžeme.
No.
Prostě chceme to uhrát, zkusit uhrát, ale bezpečně při nejhorším nedonutit do 1.
Jo.
Pojďme zkusit. Dáme round za něj tady do toho stranu.
Takže zkoušíme jakoby ukázat za každou cenu teda.
Úplně za každou cenu ne, budeme mít...
No, tam je ale pak double a budeme už řešit dva kameny.
Double přes tenhle zase. No, to není úplně... Tady ty kameny lícujou, ona ho nebude moc vzít pomoci, když budeme stát tady. No, když budeme stát tak tady. Tam ten
Hrajte hit toho červenýho. Hrajte hit toho červenýho.
Jo.
Nemusí to být za každou cenu dál na střed.
Jo.
Na druhou stranu.
Takže zkoušet bezpečně prostě...
So time called. The umpire 10 seconds. He has to leave. So, what would be the call? Any idea? Hitting the second best stone, lying 3.
Yep, looks like that's what they've decided on.
9.
Yep. Zkoušíme roll, ale může to být teda i stay, jo.
I'm sure Germany will be quite happy with this call because all the stones in the house are open. So at least they've got open hits. There's no guards causing them problems. So it doesn't matter whether Czech lie 2, 3 or 4 after this, you know, it's the fact that the house is open.
A little bit of roll to the inside.
Ist von innen besser. Ja, ist gut.
So thin double here. Oh, she tries to hit. Goes in the front.
Yeah, those might have gone for the double off the top one because that's the danger one that could cause them problems if Czech get behind it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I thought they might have taken it and the one behind. But anyway, it hit and rolled out. So advantage turn to Czech.
Yeah.
My necháváme celou tu stranu, no, že jako otevřenou. Ona nebude hrát do, ještě si myslím. Okay.
Kam máš? Kousnou čest, celý 6.
5 by stačilo, to je mě.
14,5.
No, 4-6.
No co za ní asi OK, ne?
Jo. 4-6 je v pohodě úplně.
Bych moc jela, tak řekněte, prosím.
Jo. Ten odraz trošku.
Jenom vy, místa dost zatím.
So just a draw.
Hodně!
Místa dost.
Hodně místa!
Hodně místa.
Making the scoring zone really narrow for Germany now. They really need to sweep this one to get it in there. They're just trying to play the guard here. I think she was just coming short. And
Bylo divný.
Vnější stopa? Asi jo,
protože
to bylo, odraz byl dobrý, si myslím, všechno.
úplně skvělej. Akorát jsem musela říct, že to jsou jenom 3.
what's happened here? So it's not an easy double.
No, not
here.
at all.
Good.
You really have to. The only advantage is that they tried it before. They know how it runs here, but could also just go for maybe a lightweight takeout coming from the outside.
Gut, den machen wir jetzt.
Yeah, and maybe even it's a case of getting a roll just now rather than going for the actual skinny double. But then she may not get the opportunity to get the one off the forefoot. Again. So, big shot here for Daniela.
They really need to keep the line, and this picking up the curl much more than the other. No, it's rolling over the face here. Too much impact on the first one.
Schade.
Well.
So an opportunity for Czech to come in here
Okay.
Das passt schon. Ich musste erst mal
and
schauen,
really put the
wohin.
pressure on Germany.
Trošku nebo ne? Co ona tam má, no? Ještě pak, když to... No, vyhrála jsem.
OK, stejnou stopu.
Takže ji necháme tu stranu takhle. Takže takhle?
So we'll have a look at the game Italy versus Finland. It's Diana Gaspari's last stone here in the 8th end. Trying to draw. There's a really need to draw against 2 yellow counters here, and they manage it quite well. So they pick up a lead here, 7-3 after 8 ends played. Quite comfortable lead for Italians. They're about to go for their second win.
So back to Czech Republic. They're in the driving seat a wee bit here at this end. But she needs to bury this. She definitely can't leave a double off that. Anywhere short with that would really even quite good.
She really has a problem with the line, but I think the double is... Ooh.
But if you'd been anywhere short there, you're forcing Germany to draw the button.
Yeah.
Aber wir müssten trotzdem ja gleichzeitig
Oder meinst du einfach
treffen.
nur normal und mitten rein? Das reicht wahrscheinlich,
Ja.
gell? So normal.
I suppose Germany, you know, they're one up.
Even can give up 1, but not giving up 2.
Muss halt dann ein bisschen überkörpern.
We had the same situation in the morning draw.
Genau.
We were going for the difficult one. The race didn't make it. The opponent could tie, and then they were...
Oder mit normal? Ja.
You see the time clocks there, 4 minutes and 5 minutes. So
Schaust dir das nochmal an.
Germany have got 4 minutes left to play the next end. So
Die kommen auch zum Schluss.
plenty time.
Genau.
Genau. Den machen wir jetzt.
Ja.
Auf geht's.
So, not an easy one. Just normal weight takeout, not a heavy weight takeout. But they need somehow the center of both stones.
I think they want to skim past the guard and just catch the one that's lying short very thin and spring onto the other one. They don't want to go out in.
They really need to make sure that they pass the guard at least. That's a very important thing. Looks okay now.
Oh, passed by a long way.
But it's not enough.
She caught the wrong one first. So but that's okay.
So, again the tie here in the 9th end. Same happened this morning, but the advantage of hammer is still with the Germans. 7-7 after 9 ends played. So, we are back in this tight game here. Czech Republic, the host of this World Curling Federation's qualification event for the Olympics, 2018 Olympics in South Korea. Germany keeps the hammer in this last end. Czech Republic needs to steal. Germany without any points so far, 2 losses. Czech Republic at least could win against Denmark. Sorry, against Latvia this morning.
Yeah, both these teams desperate to grab that Olympic spot that's available. Trying to bring that right round to the top 4. That's a good shot there.
Yep. Well judged as well by the sweepers. They bring it in there where it has to be.
And when it gets to this stage in the game, the last end, you know, it's so crucial where your leads put their stones.
I mean, not many years ago, everybody tried to just split up the guards instead of rather go behind, because you were always afraid of not ending up the way it's good. But right now, you figure out it's much more chance to really occupy this scoring zone right away.
If you control that top of the forefoot, it's big advantage. They want to bring this one close to the house, but not in, just short. Yeah, that's really good there.
Yep. Once again, here Germany tries to come around, this time from the other side. Make sure you have the same weight now. You notice that there are some differences between both sides. A little bit more swing on this, and therefore a little bit more weight to go. The line looks good, the weight too, it's all good. Well played by Amira Abbes.
Great shot.
Super, sehr gut.
Okay, so trying to get this right in on top and freeze the reds. Yeah, that's good there. Germany moved to peel the guards.
So handshake in this game after a steal of China in the 9th end. So third solid win by China. So they're leading the board here. And Latvia, they had the opening win against Germany, sitting now 1-2.
So Germany just wanted to clear this top guard off. Yep, does that nicely.
Now we're coming to the point where Czech Republic has to think of what we can do. They have to get rid of these red 2 stones, but of course they don't really want to play takeouts. They want to build up an end, but of course there's one point in this end they have to get rid of these 2 red.
Yeah, they know that they're going to have to move them, but it's important, you know, that she thinks ahead to what she's going to be left with. So wants to try and force that error.
Just tapping around a little bit, splitting up, maybe pushing back one red one.
Yeah, it's more key here where her yellows finish up. That's biggest priority.
It's okay, but the question is it worse enough? I think there's a chance for getting rid of both yellow one now.
Yeah, definitely. And they could even split their red off the back of the forefoot as well, because that's the only shot right now that Czech Republic can use to freeze. So if they could take the double here and the one off the forefoot, that would be great result for Germany.
Germany really needs to make sure to hit the top one on the inside, not on the outside. This looks a little bit, outside. Ay, 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 ay. But even this one, probably not planned. Even a better result, I would say.
Plan B. But it does leave one for... And see, coming down here, she catches the wrong side of the top yellow, but does get away with it. Just pinged over the top of the red, and they all split out.
Yeah.
She's like,
like
so what? Well,
it doesn't matter.
As long as I get rid of them, it doesn't matter. So this is an opportunity for Czech to make this dead freeze. They've got to be right up frozen on it.
This is somehow over-curling a little bit. So, leaves the yellow open. And we will have a look, Italy versus Finland. Comfortable lead here by Italy, 7-3 after 8 ends played. Ona Kauste with her last stone. And she tries to somehow draw around, get another one in, but this really overcurls wide short as well. So it's just one for Finland here, 4-7 out of their perspective. And here, Pia-Lisa Schörl could be really happy about her shot.
Yeah, she played that one perfectly after a slightly luckier result in her first. She's happy now. But it still gives... It's a difficult one because the draw's still there.
Just maybe sneaking in around a little bit.
Yeah.
But they are going for tapping up the front ones a little bit.
Yep. Back line, back plus. Back plus. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. 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 Wow.
It's okay, it's a good result. Really the best she could have done there.
Yeah. And now Germany's calling the timeout. Saving some time too. Just make sure everything runs well in this situation.
Ja, das stimmt.
Die Frage, ob wir selber hinten reinkommen. I think if we take the guard freeze on that, so I really think we have to come here.
Chuck tire now.
I was thinking you can come across this way in and cover even a piece of it, like so the angle changes, so that she can't get the drag effect on it or anything like that.
So you mean just the tap?
Even the top.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think we don't have much room, but
even
like you mean
just like a draw,
a little bump,
but that
like
way, and then
a little tap.
Heavy draw.
Heavy draw.
Yeah.
You when you're done, you don't mind being overlapping.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, let's do it.
Haben nicht mehr viel Zeit.
Wie schnell
So
kommt?
hit advice was
Wie schnell kommt?
slightly different.
meinst
So
du?
he was talking about maybe coming around from the left-hand side, and he said, why not tapping the yellow one a little bit to the inside and then the red a little bit closer to the button and lying a little bit angled, giving Czech Republic no chance to really, tap back the yellow one.
Gut. Welche Länge möchtest du? So hinten 8. Gut. Auf geht's, den machen wir. Ich glaube, ein bisschen weniger. Ja.
Just need to make sure to really have the right weight here. You don't want to be too long, not pushing back the red one too far. Of course, not want to be short too. This looks more heavy than short. And this has to really curl.
Good.
Okay. Okay.
Good up.
Well,
Dann müssen wir uns leider beeilen.
Ja, ich weiß.
Das ist okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Macht einen Weg zu. Bisschen schnell, ja.
yeah. Of course, they needed the other red one somewhere in front.
Aby tady neměla přes něj.
No až to bude mít, tak už po druhý to tam mít nebude.
Ne, že jo, ale jako
Yeah,
asi lepší.
can come in and freeze on that.
Jakoby tady.
Nebo tady, no.
No.
Protože to bude mít druhý
So time definitely is an issue for the German side.
Já bych hrála primárně k tomu kameni dozadu.
Já taky,
okay. Mně se taky líbí.
Dobře. Let, takhle?
Jo. Jo, to je prostě jak
The call, I would say, is quite obvious for Czech Republic, Mona.
Yeah, there's the clocks, 1 minute 59 left. So Germany haven't got a huge amount of thinking time left.
2 shots to go for Germany. Of course, same time now for Anna Kubeškova.
Jo, bude super, myslím.
Yeah, so this is a really key shot here for Czech. Needs to be completely frozen in that one at the back of the floor.
But have a look at her result on the draws. The whole game is just like not hers.
No, she's really struggled today with her line and weight, to be fair. But make the key wins when it matters. Can she do that? Looks to be plenty, eh?
The line looks quite good here.
You can't bounce off it. It does lie short, but just.
Oder willst du auch nach außen rollen? Entweder Nase, weil wenn wir rüberrollen, haben wir ein Nest. Genau, ja, mach den. Ja.
Wie viel habe ich denn?
I would say Germany seem the more upbeat and better positive body language right now.
Yeah. They started okay in a way of really, as I said before, talking over the situation, not getting into the thinking modus too much, as they were doing before. And they agreed on just playing the hit and rather roll with the shooter to the right side, not giving up here, building up a nest here. Just make sure you're not really outside with this one.
Yeah, but she can get to the inside of this, it'd be a great result.
They really have to keep the line now. After pass. Whoa, that was really close. And they somehow stayed in. They wanted to roll a little bit to the left-hand side. Now there is a chance of a roll for Czech Republic. Let's see.
But do they just play the same weight they've just played and try and just come in off rather than...
Yeah, maybe just tapping it a little bit.
Because it's more important where the shooter goes. You can see there, just hits it perfectly on the nose.
But if she just tap a little bit...
You've got to get the roll in behind, because the way the front are sitting at an angle, they're not easy to raise. So it's all about the roll here.
This looks to me a little bit outside, and she needs it really to curl. There's no line yet. Now it starts a little bit to come. But this, I would say, stays too much outside. No. There's no finish here. And that's the first win, taking 3 here in the last end. Germany is catching up. First win here was more a game about the nerves, was more a game about getting into this competition. You see the relief here on the German side. They're really happy. Brings them back into the competition. So, having a lot of hugs here, well deserved. 10-7 the final score on this game. We'll come back definitely with the highlights of this game. as all matches are over now. So quite an intense game, not really perfect shooting, I would say, of all players, but somehow the big challenge to keep the nerves in control. Finally with the better end for the German team. So there's another round tonight. German session number 4 is on. So, you see the last shot of 7th end now.
Ja gut, muss ja schon noch rein.
Ja,
Ich mach's nach Gefühl.
Gefühl, genau.
Taking advantage of a miss here by Anna Kopeshkova. Having a little bit of tap here, really well played this time. Just enough to push back the yellow, scoring 2, getting the lead. Really important one. And then in the 9th end, there was the steal. A really difficult double try here of Daniela Jentsch. She needed to pass the guard really close, but then missed the other yellow by some millimeters. Tied the game by Czech Republic, and then the hammer stays with Germany. And here the try of Anna Kopeshkova with her last rock too. Yeah, somehow tapping in, rolling in, but she was a little bit outside. That was probably the key to the game. Some mistakes on her side, not enough. Germany took 3 in the last end and scored their first win in this Olympic qualification event. So the other final scores: Italy won 7-4 versus Finland. So Finland took the second loss here, and China 3 straight wins so far. Also Latvia 1 win against Germany, but the second loss here. Having a new ranking here, China lonesome lead, then Denmark 2 wins, no losses, then Italy 1-1, Czech Republic 1-2, Germany 1-2, Latvia 1-2, and then Finland, the only team, no points yet, but they have 1 game less so far. They had to bye at the first round. So everything's possible.
Okay, Daniela, congratulations, first win on the board. Bit of change with the lineup today. How did that make a difference for you out there?
We really needed to change something because we were still not getting on a roll, but now I think we found the combination that works right now. So yeah, it made a big difference. We felt safe and secure on the ice and confident, yeah.
And what do you think was a big difference? It was a very close game, nip and tuck the whole way. What gave you the edge today?
Well, today we were making the misses on the right side, except the last 2 games were on the wrong side, so that was the plus today.
And do you think you'll keep that lineup going forward tomorrow?
Definitely, yes.
Well, good luck. Keep going.
Thanks.
So that's from now. The Cup says goodbye. Hang on. We will stay tuned for the next games tomorrow on. See you then.